Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Tech Team Trunks channel, where we're going to tinker and learn. Today, we're going to do a PC Linux OS review. We're going to install it, and we're going to run it into the operating system. Be sure to like the video on your way in. Subscribe to the channel. If you're not subscribed, hit the bell for the notifications. And be sure to comment below. And I'll explain in a minute while I have this GoPro on my head. Without further ado, let's get the video started. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So essentially, I think I broke it. All right, we're doing a PC Linux OS review presentation. Basically, it's an install and a little review. There's going to be a little bit of troubleshooting that I do. Um, so to tell you a little bit about it, you could experience the power and freedom of PC Linux OS, a user-friendly Linux distribution that will revolutionize your computing experience with a sleek and intuitive interface. Navigating through PC Linux OS is an absolute joy. Say goodbye to frustrating crashes and freezes as you explore the seamless performance and stability of this operating system offers. Whether you're a beginner or an expert, PC Linux OS caters to all skill levels with its vast selection of pre-installed software packages to cover everything from productivity tools to multimedia applications. Not only does PC Linux OS provide exceptional usability, but it also guarantees you privacy and security with built-in features like encrypted email support and automatic updates. You can feel confident in browsing the web knowing that your personal information is protected against any potential threats or data breaches. Additionally, PC Linux OS grants you uh, complete control over your system configuration, allowing you to customize every aspect according to your preferences without limitation. Furthermore, PC Linux OS boasts outstanding compatibility across various hardware setups, such as whether you're using an older machine or a cutting-edge device. This distro will effortlessly adapt to optimize performance for each individual system. Enjoy lightning fast boot times and responsive multitasking as you unleash the full potential of your computer hardware. All right, so that's essentially it. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share the video. It helps with the channel. Also, too, your support is greatly appreciated. Visit the link tree, it's in the description below. And also, too, just let me, like, real quick, I'm doing it behind the scenes. So I'm currently recording this behind the scenes. So that's why I have this GoPro on my head. So let's continue on with the video. All right, so here is the objective. The agenda is we're going to run the live disk. We're going to install from the disk. We're going to change the display to my likings. We're going to check for sound issues, and we're going to explore the operating system. Okay. So basically, for this portion of the video, we're going to check out set up the ISO and VMware. So what's going to happen is I'm going to disappear for a minute and explain this as I go. So basically what I'm doing is taking a copy of the name of the ISO for my organization purposes. And I basically am selecting the ISO for PC Linux OS. I'm going with XFCE. That was what was available to me at the time. So in this case, I went with Linux. I selected a other Linux 5X kernel. I renamed the virtual machine, and then I decided to store the virtual machine as a single file. Left it at 8 gigs for disk space. And then I was going to customize the hardware a little bit, make sure that I give it a little bit more RAM, up to 2 gigabytes. I think that was good. Yeah, 2 gigabytes of RAM was good. And yeah. So we're gonna get ready to power on this virtual machine. We're gonna run the live CD portion of it. Learn the Linux kernel. All right, so right now it's loading PCLinuxOS. Let's see what's going on here. It takes a minute to load. So right now it's just loading up for us. All right, now it's just asking us for the US keyboard, so we're gonna load that up. Now the I guess the live portion of the desktop is loading. All right, we're loaded into the desktop portion for the live. Gonna change the display a little bit. All right. So to do that, I would have to basically go to like the settings area, click on display, choose the display, the 16:9 display that's appropriate to my display so that there's no issues with being able to see the screen. And also be sure to like the video, share the video, comment below. And if you're not subscribed, be sure to subscribe to the channel for more great content like this. Make sure your notifications are set to all notifications so you don't miss a thing. All right, at this point, we're going to get ready and install from the disk PCLinuxOS. Okay. So I'm going to run the installer. And basically, it's everything's US English next. English US for the keyboard layout. Click next. Let it be New York time zone in America. Okay. Okay, I'm having a little issue with the GoPro. I think it's recording, but I think I'm gonna like stop the recording on the GoPro. But anyway, back to the video. This is where we would essentially enter our name, and then we'd also choose a password, and you'd re-enter the same password again. And then it gives you a rundown of everything, and then basically you're running the install. All right. So I lost control of the camera somehow. So I'm going to stop it from recording. And basically what's going to happen is the install is going to run. And it's going to go through its thing. Don't mind me, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just shutting down the GoPro for the back behind the scenes. And since it since it's like running a little low on power. I don't think you can see much of it, but I'm gonna take it apart and plug it into the system while this is installing for us. The installation is now complete. What we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to restart our system, and we're gonna reboot to run from operating system from the disk, so that there's no hiccups. Okay. All right, so we're gonna boot PC Linux OS from my hard drive. Boots right into it real quick. I'm gonna load my profile, type in my password for my profile. Now it's created in the previous screens. If you didn't see it, you could always go back and you could see it. Okay, so it takes a minute for the desktop to load. And one of the issues I ran into is like the good old sound device issue with VMware. For those that don't know, I'm currently running this in VMware. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change the display to my likings. So I'm going to go into settings, display, choose my 16:9 at 1920 by 1080, the 1080p. Then we're going to check on the sound issues that I was having and see what's going on there. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Share the video if you feel like sharing it, and like the video and comment below. And your support is greatly appreciated. Visit the link tree in the comment section or the information section, the description of the video below. All right, so we got our resolution set. We're gonna check our sound. And this whole session, I pretty much, was messing with the sound. And I couldn't get the sound to work correctly. So that's one of the first things you want to do is you want to change the some of the port, not the port, but it was you have to change what port it's talking to, and I think it's instead of opto duplex, you have to change it to stereo or something like that. Yeah. Stereo output. That's what I was talking about. All right. So, and that didn't exactly solve my sound issues that I was having with this. The sound system in this was a little bit complex for me because there was like different screens that I had to go through to check to make sure the sound was. So we go ahead, we restart, and we want to see if we get the sound. Restarting the system for PC Linux OS. All right, so we're booting into the hard drive. And once again, I'm going to click my profile and I'm going to put in my password. Click OK or whatever have you, log in. And then the sound device cannot be opened. So it's out of range and you have to restart your system. So eventually, during the course of this video, I did get the sound issues worked out. So sound issues were still present. I wasn't happy about that. So I had to go back in and I had to take a look and see what else could I do to get the sound working. I went back into the sound and the settings and wanted to look at the hardware configurations. I wanted to double check that the configuration was set to analog stereo output. Some of the advanced areas were like all grayed out. It was a tough deal. All right, so we took a look at all input devices. just to see what we have. And I mean, pretty much we didn't get no sound out of it. I don't know what I could have done better to make the sound work better, but th- th- these were just some of the issues that I ran into. So basically, we're gonna like explore the operating system a little bit. So on PC Linux OS, we have a pretty decent, clean operating system. We're an XFC desktop, and I chose that. I could work with pretty much any desktop that you give me in Linux. We're gonna just. I wanted to try and do all three desktops, but it would make for an exorbitantly long video, and I didn't just want to. I just didn't want to go that route. Let's see. So we're just taking a look at the different applications and how they're laid out and the different menus, and just seeing exactly what we have. And this would be actually cool to install on some hardware. All right, so I clicked on the video downloader, but I didn't really have a video to download, so I just clicked out of it. Okay. And I was just looking at some more of the applications that we have. Take a look and see what we could do for a virtual disk with the smart sensor for the hard disk to get any temperatures off my virtual VMware disk. We couldn't get any temperatures readings because it's a virtual disk, of course. All right, so we're just looking at different things. We're still not in the clear with the sound. I'm not really happy with the sound. But we also had to troubleshoot the internet. For some reason, I wasn't getting the internet, so this is a good thing to stick around and watch for the troubleshooting of the internet. Yeah, so essentially it couldn't connect to the site. Try again, no effect. Try Reddit, no effect. So essentially, I had to look at what was going on with the internet. And this is just my experience. Maybe your experience may be a little different, but it all depends. It's all relative. Like everything with me and computers is pretty wonky. So, definitely stay tuned on the channel if you want to see the different wonky things that I run into. And also, too, the way I'm set up, I can record almost everything that I'm doing at any time and produce a video now because I have OBS Studio installed in different areas, but on different environments. So that's kind of cool. And I could go live from different environments. So make sure you stay subscribed to the channel. Check the notification bell and all that. Make sure that's set to all notifications. And thank you for being a part of the channel. You're really appreciated. You're very important. You're what makes this channel tick. I try to make content that make you guys please. All right, so basically what we're doing here is we're doing a little troubleshooting of the internet, and they put I changed the theme, and then we go down here all the way down to where the network settings are. I don't know why they put this is Firefox, by the way. So for some reason, it automatically sets up a proxy with no information, to blank information in a proxy field. Now we got internet. Nah, we don't have internet. So basically, we're back to the drawing board. And what it turned out to be was it wasn't the browser. Let's see. I just wanted to double check though. Just go back to double check to make sure that my changes took. So I couldn't see anything wrong there. So it led me back to looking at the terminal And in the terminal, what we decided to do was run it with sudo privileges. I just do that like just in case. And then take a look at ifconfig, the hardware information. So we do have an IP address. We do have a net mask, and we have all that good stuff. And I decided to ping google.com. We could not get a ping back response. So it led me to believe that something else is wrong. So why do we have an internet address, but I can't ping Google? That's funny. So, that's we solved that problem. So stay tuned. Don't go nowhere. You know what I mean? We solved that problem right away. We make sure that we essentially had to disconnect and reconnect and establish a connection on ETH0, that network adapter. And essentially, once I did that, that seemed to do the trick. So let's go back to my home page. I'm getting a little bit more information. Pages are loading. I type in and go to YouTube. Actually, the search, and then I hit the YouTube homepage. Theme refresh, and we got the internet working. So, I mean, despite my like little troublesome experience, I mean, these are little things I always have to configure for my VMware and all that, how I'm set up with all that good stuff. So essentially, make sure you like the video, share the video, comment below if you have any experience with this great operating system, PCLinuxOS, which is pretty cool. Now, this is one last thing I did. I had to maybe like select a device for my PN mixer preferences. And I just went through and checked out the different settings, and then just for one final time, I decided I'd go ahead and reboot the system to make sure to see if that message would come up. And you guys tell me, like, I didn't see it come up this time. Did you guys see it come up this time? We'll see. So I load my profile, log in with my password. It takes a second to load. We're in the desktop environment for XFCE for PCLinuxOS. That sound message didn't come up. Either that or I missed it, or I didn't see it, or it didn't come up. And that's pretty much it. I'm satisfied with PC Linux. It's something I'll definitely mess around with. I started to try and mess around with it and like set up my share, my SMB share, but I was having issues with it and I didn't really go through with it. I wasn't able to successfully set up my share or play a video off my hard drives with it. But be sure to like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell if you're not already subscribed. And also, too, your support is greatly appreciated. You can visit us at Linktree for Tech Teamtronics. You can get all kinds of links about anything Tech Teamtronics. Thank you for watching and have a great day.